So we are live with my good friend AB. Arundhati, or as I call her, AB, cleared PMP with all above target.
I would have not been able to clear
Thank
the
you, sir.
exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe
Am
that
I
I will
audible?
be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow.
So
So now you have joined those certified PMP class, those few students who not only managed, what few, 302 last year and 75 as of today. You are the 75 certified PMP. So first of all, Abby, how you are feeling? You are mute. Please unmute yourself. Abby, unmute yourself,
Yeah,
please.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling great, sir.
Yeah.
Just,
First of all, Abby,
like, you know about my journey. So it was quite
please,
an achievement
I,
for
I,
me.
I know. Please share your
Yeah.
journey. Share your journey. This is very
Yeah,
important.
sure. I'm very glad, like then finally I have cleared the PMP and I struggled a lot. It's, without the constant motivation from Amir sir, it was not a possibility for me because uh, I was suffering from some health problem and also workplace issues, and I really couldn't find time to study, and my health was not permitting, and I have almost given up on like my hope to become certified as PMP. But it's the entire credit goes to Amir sir, I would say, because he didn't give up on me. That's the best part of it, because he always holding my hands. Okay, you have to do it, Abby, and I was following up a lot, and he had actually given me a structured roadmap, like how do I clear PMP and all. I exactly stuck into that, and I go by that particular roadmap, and finally, yesterday I have cleared PMP, and I
Yeah,
cannot
and
explain how happy I am and how grateful I am to Amar sir for this. Thank you, sir.
thank you very much. Now this is a very interesting thing. Uh, One of my student was asking, sir, why don't you give up? I never give up. I have to be incapacitated or maybe dead to give up on anything that I start. When I start a project, and each and every of the student, when you join, I told you, you have to block me or you have to say me in clear words, I'm not interested in PMP in anymore. Otherwise, I'll make sure, no matter what, how much time it take. I want the time to be minimum, but no matter how much time it will take, we will be certified. And today, I'm very happy. And this is like a very interesting thing I want to put about what just AB shared. Most of our students clear PMP in 2 to 3 weeks, and AB, you know that your batchmate like Ishwari actually put a record of clearing the PMP in the minimum possible time. Like
Yes,
she cleared in 4 to 5 days after the training program. So
exactly.
after so with that, then Atul clear and so much. There's always a peer pressure, but you need to understand as a trainer, as a facilitator, I need to understand everyone works in their own time, everyone learns in their own journey, and we have to tailor the plan according to their requirement. We have to guide them according to their requirement. Okay, AP, let's talk a little bit about first of all the structure of the program. Although it's been long, how did you find those 6 days of training?
Yeah, it was like all inclusive, sir. What I would say, it's like totally detailed. Is one interesting thing I would like to share with everyone, the kind of comprehensive knowledge that you have shared. What I was having in my mind, or I was hearing your voice while actually I was answering those questions. So that was a big part, because I have, you have recorded the sessions, and the kind of uh, delivery of yours was so structured that answering a question like think like a servant leader and stuff like that, I could actually hear your voice in my ears. Okay, sir is telling me that. So it could direct me to the right solution, is what I believe. So that was a directing voice. And the kind of course material and the kind of practice days that you actually led us through was the game changer, I would say. I didn't read any of the other course material and stuff. It all what I provided by you.
Thank you for saying that. And that's the other interesting thing that put into the context you are hearing my voice. So I was holding your hand and clearing the exam. That's a good point to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, Abby, let's talk about a little bit about the mocks. How many mocks you did, what scores you were getting, and how relevant the mocks were to the real exam.
I think the mocks are quite relevant because it shows you the pathway. It's not exactly that, the questions that I have faced in a mocks, it's coming exactly in PMP exam, but it is like a different way to put those questions, but subject matter was the same. So it has quite similarity with the real questions and actually the concepts, I would say. So I found quite interesting all the mocks, and I have cleared, I think, six, three sets of like processes mocks, like people, process, and business environment. Then I have taken the mock specially designed by Amir Sir, which is uploaded in Udemy, the only PMP simulator, and it was literally the only PMP simulator that you need to pass the exam, because like you get more and more confident. The questions that you face in the mocks are actually tougher than what you face in a real exam.
Hmm.
So
They are they are tougher than
yes,
the real exam. That's
yes,
interesting.
yes. So it was tougher. So when I cleared some mocks that set up by Amir Sir, I feel more confident, and I scored around 70 to 80% in those mocks.
Hmm.
Highest I could score, I think, 83 in certain mock, but it was varying between 70 to 80. Yeah.
70 to 80. So you were basically the passing score is 70%.
Yes.
So you were clearing those. There were no
Clearing
issue.
those mocks.
There,
Yes.
there, there was no issue into that. That's a good thing to put in the context. Once you are clearing, then that's the right thing. No? If you are
Yeah.
clearing them and you are clearing according to the mocks, so that put everything into the context. Okay, now let's talk the most important thing. You took exam at home.
Yeah. I
Why?
took exam at home. I have taken exam at home because in Australia they are not inside. You need to wear the mask, and I feel so irritated wearing the mask. I think it will keep me distracted.
Hmm.
But nevertheless, even appearing the exam from home, comfort of your home, is similarly irritating, I would say, because you need to keep yourself confined in the camera. I did get a warning message to be very interesting, like because I was just thinking and I was like holding my head this and like that, and somehow I was flipping away from the camera frame, and I got a small warning, but finally they have like granted me the certificate, so I think I'm
Yeah, how many? Basically, the thing is that there are three warnings. If
three one.
they, if you get one warning, then they give you the second warning. If you again violate the second warning, then
Yes.
they cancel your exam, and whatever the scores you get, that is your score. Uh,
Yeah.
one of one of my
It was
students,
one warning,
yeah, one warning,
fortunately.
one
Then I was
one.
keeping my head like this and like this stiff, and I was wrapping
Yeah,
the
and few days back, I said you need to practice. When you said okay, now I want to book the exam and I want to give in home, then I said no, you need to practice. That's a very
exactly.
important thing for everyone who is planning to give exam from home. You need to practice that you don't move your lips.
Yes.
Can you share please what are the things, what are the rules and
Yes.
regulations?
So you cannot move your lips, and you need to confine yourself within the vicinity of the webcam. You cannot do this and do that, because at some point of time we go, like when we are thinking and analyzing, we need to bend our head. We tend to do all this. So we cannot do everything, and we cannot mumble, because sometimes it helps to read out the question if we have any sort of question, confusion. But while giving the mock, Amir sir actually warned me that you cannot mumble, and you need to read without your lips closed. And I actually practiced that during the mocks. That's why I mastered that one. But somebody who is planning to give it from the home, they need to practice that, how to um, go read with your lips closed. So that's why.
Okay, Abby, before moving towards the exam, basically the exam process, those check-in process, that is sometimes very critical. Can you share those process? What are the things you need to do before the starting of the exam? All the check-in things.
Yes, the checking thing quite takes some lot of time because I advise everyone to test their system at least a day before the exam, because testing the system, if there is any technical problem with the system, that needs to be done beforehand. You cannot keep it from the check-in time. In check-in time, exclusively you need to put a photograph of yours and your photo identification, which is a passport or a driving license, which are the acceptable forms. Then you need to put the pictures of your surroundings from your left, right, front, and back. And then you need to share it in your mobile. And the mobile has to be QR scanned and aligned with this Pearson application. So after that, they will verify the image. Then they will give you a go. Okay, fine. We can now launch the exam. So,
Okay. Okay, then one, and then what happened?
and then for me, it was some technical, dysfunction happened in my laptop. For some reason, I'm not sure whether it's a fault from their end, but I become a bit anxious because that thing was, leading to late start of my exam. So I was a bit anxious, but somehow, after the exam started, I did some
What was that technical glitch? You were starting
It was
with
some secure browser issue.
insecure browser,
Okay.
and you are giving exam in Australia. Okay, you
Yes,
were using Mac or a Windows laptop,
I was using Mac.
and you had that issue in Mac. Now that's a new one
Yes.
because PMI recommends actually Mac because of all those bad things that cannot happen with Mac. But the browser was open, so they asked you to close that browser.
No, they didn't do. They told me to restart the laptop and log in
Hmm.
again, so that they
Okay.
have launched the exam from their end. So I didn't need to do anything, but somehow it just, I thought that's an issue from their end.
This is
Yeah.
possible. This is possible because Mac, they actually PMI recommend if you have Mac,
Yeah,
they prefer Mac to be if they can put it in that context. Okay, let's move
exactly.
forward. Now let's talk about the exam. So how did you manage time?
Yeah, time management. Yes, exactly what Amar sir, you have guided me. I think 70 minutes I finished that first portion of 60 questions. Then the second portion took some time. It took around 80 minutes. And then rest of the time, actually, I have spent in the last portion of it. It was quite easy for me to manage the time somehow because the questions and the concept look very familiar. And I actually finished the exam even before 15 minutes because I had a thinking, it's only my perception, that if I look at the answers repeatedly, I may tend to change the answers. So I didn't risk it. I completed, finished that exam, and yeah, that's somehow a good experience.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I also don't recommend actually going through those things and trying to go through again and again and trying to understand. Like it confuses. I
Yeah,
always recommend not to go through those things. Okay, before moving forward, how the last day material I showed you, how relevant that was.
that was very relevant, sir, because I have gave it a good read in the last day, and I felt more confident because I understood all the concept. This is just a recap of what and it actually structured your thought in a way. It's very structured and quite handy, so that in the morning of the exam, while I was actually revising in my head, okay, what are the basic concept and all, and that particular course material was very helpful.
Hmm.
Say
And
it actually captured in your photographic memory, short-term memory. It's so handy that way.
okay. And the interesting thing, the last call,
Yeah,
4 hours
that
before,
last call
four,
was so
four,
important.
4 hours before. Yeah.
I know, because like no matter like how much I hear you on YouTube, how much you interact with all this, and last human connection, that call, that everything will happen, everything will go fall in place, right? So that assurance coming from you was very important. Like that's how, like, it was a motivation booster, I would say. It was very interesting. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, now let's talk about the exam. So you started the exam, and how does like did you get tensed during the exam that not gonna pass and things like that?
Actually, sir, no, I was quite carried away with solving, problem solving mode. I actually get into the problem solving mode. So while my mind was totally busy in eliminating the wrong options,
Hmm.
so it actually looked like a game to me. I really enjoyed giving the exam for a change. I don't know. I was not even thinking that I'm going to pass or fail, but I was got into a very interesting mode of problem solving. Okay, I need to solve the problem. I actually put
Beautiful.
myself in a, like project manager hat, and I was just trying to solve whatever, real life situations. The questions were like quite realistic, and the method of elimination helped me a lot.
That
Yes,
entire method helped it. The root cause
exactly.
analysis actually helped
Yeah.
it. All those things. How
Totally.
effective was the root cause analysis?
I would say it's awesome, because like whenever I was in doubt, because lots of ambiguity in the answers, right? Like lots of closer options, and I need to evaluate. So it's basically the root cause or the alternative analysis I have done. Okay, those are very close options, but only elimination technique could help me on that. Not even the concept, because it was so close. Many of the questions, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about that. Exam was more relevant to which area?
It was people, virtual teams, okay,
Hmm.
like in the people area, I would say, and agile rather than the traditional PM processes. I didn't get, I think I got one numerical, that to be on EMV,
Hmm.
risk analysis.
Hmm. No, that's good.
That's
We are starting getting those things also in the
exactly.
exam. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Amit
Lots of
is
question about the virtual teams and communication and all. So I think it's quite relevant to the, like
yeah. Anything that we missed in our exam
nothing,
in material, anything that we missed in material,
nothing.
nothing. Everything was there. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
People,
Questions were mostly scenario based, mostly.
yeah,
There were
of course.
not much direct questions, but all scenario and concept based. Yeah.
Amit, your batch one. He's a batch one student. He's saying
Hey,
congratulations.
Amit,
Uh,
thank
uh,
you.
Congratulations from basically US. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, Abby, you have given us a good amount of material, and I will be requesting you more that now that the most important thing, my mantra, each one teach one. There are two to
Sure,
three
sir.
students that are left in your particular batch, and you know them, and maybe helping out them, supporting them, reaching yourself to them. They reach you, that will be a bonus thing, but
Yeah.
going and reaching to them, hey, what are your status, and maybe motivating them can really help out. You never know your kind words how they get on someone else. You say that, okay, just saying that you got it, keep moving forward, things like that sometimes matters to a person when he's down. I do, he or she is down. When I say, that's a different thing, but once their own batchmate says that, I understand, I was in the same shoes a few weeks back. So let's get up, let's start, and let's do this PMP. That has a very positive effect, and that has a very long lasting effect. So I would highly request not only batch 12,
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, then 1 2, we have 1 2 batches. After you, we have a lot, 5
Yeah.
6 batches.
Yes.
So yeah, so I would highly request that anyone who reaches you out, do help them, but especially your own batch, do see how you can help, because each one teach one. If one person can help just one more person, and we can build a better community.
Yes, anytime, with pleasure. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
will
Thank
reach
you.
out to the people. Yeah.
Thank you, Abhi. Thank you very much for your time and taking
You,
out these
sir.
15-20 minutes. And now you had a very hard time. I hope now COVID restrictions are over in
Yes, yes, almost over. So now
then
I'm in office without a mask.
you
So
yeah
yeah,
yeah you need to I hope you have celebrated or you haven't celebrated yet.
I celebrated yesterday. I had dinner. So outside, dinner outside. So that's all for now. I think more celebration are waiting in the weekends.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Abhi. Thank you very much. Best of luck for
Thank you,
future
sir.
endeavors. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.
Atif Javed become certified. Debashi Mehte cleared. Mahindra just cleared. Zain cleared PM. Muhammad Abdul Kalim cleared PM. Rohit cleared PMP. Siddhartha cleared PM. Priya cleared PMP. Rajiv just cleared PMP. Aditi cleared PMP. Fiyaz Hussain cleared PMP. Chakra cleared PMP. Harun cleared PMP exam. Muhammad Al Ghamdi cleared PMP. So Shubhashish, congratulations. Hasan, congratulations. Akil cleared PMP. All congratulations on clearing the PMP exam. Vishesh cleared PMP. Hamid cleared PMP exam. Bio cleared PMP. So Nadeem, first of all, congratulations from the entire PMP community. Hussain Sumul, the first PMP of September. Amjad cleared PMP. Zaina cleared PMP. Sanger cleared PMP exam. A magical person is cleared PMP exam. So Koran just cleared PMP. Today. Congratulations on clearing your.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Deepak cleared PMP exam. Mohsen Afzal Gondal just cleared PMP. Cleared the exam with all above the PMP. The first PMP of 31st December 2021. Vinu just cleared PMP exam. So Sandeep, first of all, congratulations. Christine just surprised me. PMP number 295 cleared PMP exam. And the way she cleared it really takes my heart. The duo, the amazing couple. So finally, here we are with Mr. Farid. He cleared PMP exam. So we are live with our certified project management professional. So Siri just cleared PMP exam. So here we have our 300 certified PMP.